Hello, everybody. Check it out, man. Welcome to another episode of Ballhead Reasoning. I am your host, Mr. Timothy Harvey, man, and I got my boys in the house today. Isaac, what up, champ? What's good,
What's up
baby?
with you, big homie?
Man, I can't call nothing. Shell Doe and Doe, my man. What's baby?
What it do? What it do,
I
Pep?
can't call it, man. Leah, what's going on, man? Talk to
What's happening?
me. What's up?
Wow, what's up, baby? Hey, good to see y'all again. What's up? Let's get this
Man, it's
started.
good to see y'all too, man. So y'all ready to jump into some Ballhead Reasoning, man?
Let's get it,
Do it,
man.
round two. Sure, let's get
Okay,
to
here
it.
we go,
Round
baby. So
two.
check it out, man. So I did a little research, right? So it's some staggering stuff out here, man, that I was, to lead us off with the head lead. Okay. So since the Columbine shooting in 1999, there have been 413 school shootings in this country since then. More than 378,000 students have been exposed to gun violence since Columbine. Okay. Now, according to U.S. Facts, 515 people have died in school shootings at public and private elementary schools in the United States between 2000, 2001, and 2021 to 2022. That's staggering. And this is what really blew my socks off, because we've normalized this. As of May the 29th of this year, I'm going to say that again. As of May the 29th of this year, there have been 144 school shootings. 144. Grades K through 12, and 107 resulting in 107 fatalities and/or injuries, man. Okay, so which leads me to the head lead question of the day. School shootings. What solutions would you offer to solve these repetitive, catastrophic incidents? Isaac, start with you.
Off top, what I would do, man, is the metal detectors in every school. We seem to only want to do metal detectors in the black schools or the black and brown schools. Let me rephrase that. But I would do metal detectors. And outside of doing metal detectors, I went into a school in Hopewell, Virginia, and the high school, and they got two people searching bags. And I'm like, why don't they just do what the airports do? The government put some money into these schools, put those machines there so you can just scan the bag. You can see whatever's in there. So, I mean, that off top, that's what I would do, because you're not going to get rid of the guns. So that's what I would do.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that, because it's so especially in like in the southern states where we primarily reside, from Virginia down the eastern seaboard, and Andrew, I realize you're on the west coast, but you from the southern states. It's so easy to access guns, and across the country, it's just so easy to access guns. So, that's a hard one that's a tough hill to climb. Andrew, what's your thoughts on that, man?
Dude, I don't think anyone has the answer. What Isaac was saying, there has to be some type of preventative, actions taken. So if that's metal detectors, when all this stuff started to become so, I guess, normal, if you will, the last 15 years or so, I can remember, the pundit saying, we don't need metal detectors and all that stuff. Our schools are not prisons. Kids should be able to roam freely, yada, yada, yada. Okay. No, we do need metal detectors there, we need something.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that. Outside of that and holding parents responsible, how can your kid be, playing in some major violent event in your garage?
Bullseye.
And you don't know what's going on in the garage. You're not in his room. You don't know what he's communicating or she is communicating on social media. Parents need to be more involved in their kids' lives, and if your kid is kind of antisocial, you already know that. You already know that. You know what's going on, so you probably need to keep a closer eye, on these kids. And there are just too many social media influencers right now. Truth and fact, you don't know what's from what, and kids are just, it's an influential age. hormones are going crazy. You don't know who you are yet. Your emotions are high, and kids are just doing stuff. And you know, we love guns in America, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't want to hold anyone responsible, and we just keep saying hopes and prayers. But I don't know what can be done, but I do. You know, I don't disagree with Isaac. You know, put some metal detectors up in there, at least scan those bags. You know, that's one deterrent. You know, at least if somebody's going to do something, they'll be trying to do it from a distance before they get there, and maybe that will prevent, you
Right.
know,
Make
more
it less
injury,
likely.
you know,
Yeah.
make it less likely, you know.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you need some type of deterrence.
Yeah.
No. Left. You, man.
Oh,
What you got?
yeah. Yeah, I agree pretty much with everything both what Ando and Max said. It's just that the big thing, man, until we get some type of gun reform, and I'm not somebody that says, hey, go and take everybody's guns. I'm a gun owner. All right.
Yeah, me too.
And
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
until it's almost crazy not to be these days, man. But
Mhm.
that's a whole other story. But until we get some type of gun reform, it's so hard. You know, I live this every day. You know,
Yeah.
it's so hard, man. And y'all right. You know, metal detectors, a lot more schools are getting them now. And that is a major step. But here's the problem beyond that is, yeah, kids, and this is every school. I don't want to just, you know, go through and talk about my school because I'm talking about schools in general. So a lot of schools have metal detectors, you know, kids, and it's not just kids, adults, everybody goes through the, you know, metal detectors in the morning time when they come to school. And then everything is all good. But then you have, we've seen this in the military, we've seen it in colleges, we've seen it in high schools, everywhere. Doors are supposed to be locked and whatnot, and somebody props a door open because that's the easy spot to get to wherever
Yeah.
you're trying to get to or whatever.
Yeah.
And now that defeats the whole purpose of coming through the metal detectors, you know, because
Yeah.
everybody knows that's the door. You know, but when kids were playing sports in high school, everybody knew the door to go in if you're trying to get in the game free. You know,
That's right. That's right.
until you shut those things down,
Yeah.
it's just hard. Now, I know you always say come with you got a problem, come with some type of way of solving it. I think just it goes back to elections, getting the right people in office to go ahead and start voting some of these gun laws, you know, in the right direction. Some of the things that I've heard them talking about, man, one in particular is a straight no-go. I'm hearing start to arm teachers. I really don't agree with that one because
Yeah.
you know we all know some people.
They gotta
man, that don't
teach. They're not militant. They're not combative. They're teachers.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, we all know some people like that, not just in school, but we know people that last thing you want them to do is have a gun, man. They, you know, handshaky and whatnot, or just hot headed, you know, and gonna react the wrong way. We see police. That's the problem with some police officers now. You know, some of them don't need to be police officers because they hot headed or shaky
Yeah.
hands or just nervous as I don't know what. So, you know, that's not the answer, in my opinion. You know, I think it all starts with voting and getting the right people in office because until that's changed, everybody's gonna have a gun. That kid that y'all talking about in the garage, that kid is gonna have access to all the guns, all the ammo, you know, and everything else, man. So, you know, it's gonna be a problem for a while until we get the right people in office.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out. Go ahead, baby.
Hey, so I'm sitting here thinking about that and listen to everybody's response, right? You know, and I agree wholeheartedly with everybody's response and take on this particular topic. You know, schools gonna have to institute that particular type of technology. You got to think about when you look at your own home, right? If you have sensors on all of your doors, why we don't have sensors on all the doors that we propping open that we know that are being utilized to let people into school, right? You can still put those sensors on the door and have that little monitor right there in the office that let you know, hey, that southwest door has been propped open again somehow. Somebody need to be going and check on that door. But the monitors, the metal detectors are going to be the key. I know my high school where I grew up at, they've been running metal detectors for quite some time now, you know. And you just got to be able to be vigilant on those entry points of where people that you know those type of things are happening, and you got to monitor that. You know, we got to do the same type of security we put on our house. You should be putting on them schools, and then the gun reform is going to be the other thing. You got to have people willing to step up and say, hey, we need to have real a real discussion about what type of gun reform we need to have.
Mhm.
Hey, just like you said, y'all. I have definitely believe in the right to bear arms because I definitely have mine, right? And I definitely have, I tell you right now, I got my concealed carry because of that right there. Because I need to be able to protect whoever is around me and who's with me, no matter how it may be. And those things, unfortunately for our time, is things that we have to focus on, and it's a part of our focus. But we also got to focus on solutions and how we can fix and fix those issues, or try to fix them, or add a layer of protection that makes people more comfortable. I saw on it may have been Facebook not too long ago where there was a guy that a parent was trying to figure out what he was doing because he was standing in front of the school, and it was a brother. He was standing in front of the school, and they was like, he's just standing there. So they went into school not realizing the guy had volunteered his time to monitor any suspicious activity going on around the
I
school.
think I saw it, to protect the school. Yeah, he was kind of
Yeah, so it's going to take, it's like we say, the old terminology, like we talked about on the first iteration of Bald Head Regional, right? When we talked about it takes a village, it's going to take a village to step up and do things that that are uncomfortable, and that means stepping out and saying, hey, between this time and this time, I'm gonna be at the school, ensuring that hey, ain't nothing nefarious is going on. So those kind of things that we got to look at and start doing, or start preaching it and saying it more to try to get people's thoughts to start thinking about that. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, and I agree, man. Because just working in a school, man, I know, it's a good idea to make sure people are there to monitor doors and whatnot, but teachers are tasked out. Old Army. Son. Teachers tasked out, man, and most schools are shorthanded staff and whatnot. So you got to be, have a really good full staff in order to be able to have somebody, checking doors and whatnot. I mean, we check them, throughout the day, but as far as having somebody to respond when there's something, a door going off or whatever, it's kind of hard, man, because it's so short staffed. But that is ideally, you're right. You're 100% right. Ideally, that's one of the steps that needs to happen, but they got to staff schools.
Yeah. So check it out, man. So all valid points. So I wrote about this in On United too. I touched on this briefly about guns and gun control and the laws. So in the Second Amendment, like I said, it was never designed for us to have automatic weapons in our society. It was never designed for that. It didn't exist. So, and that's the thing that I think, like to your point, Lev, our lawmakers need to go back and revisit. When those laws were written, those guys were carrying muskets and single shot weapons to protect your family and protect, they never envisioned nobody having a weapon capable of shooting, 300 rounds in X amount of seconds. They never thought that was even a possibility, but now you can go out there and just buy one of those weapons. What do you need with that? It's called AR-15 and AR Army. It's called, assault rifle, whatever the number is. It's designed for mass killing or for mass casualties.
The craziest thing about that is, the shooting down in Texas, I forget the school. Is that Uvalde?
Uvalde, yeah.
And they went back and they're serving the sheriff and some other people that were involved, law enforcement. And I got to thinking about that thing, man. I said, law enforcement, they got these guns that's less than what this shooter has. And you walk into a building and you hearing these rapid fire weapons coming from wherever. How many of those people that's saying the sheriff needs to be locked up and these other people, first responders, need to be locked up? How many of those people would have had, the nerve to run back there into those classrooms? I know it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. And I wish somebody would have been able to go in there and do that. But those same people that are trying to prosecute those people for not going in, would you have done that? Hearing what they heard.
Hear what they heard. But then again, too, it goes back to what we were saying too. I think that when you looking at how do you prepare for that, since it is a normal thing, unfortunately, they should have showed up on scene with the right equipment.
Right. They don't have it.
Yeah, if they coming there to kill kids, they're not coming there with 9mm and 45. They coming there with people they coming there with weapons that's going to inflict mass casualties or death or whatnot. So you should have showed. now here's my take on it. This is what I thought about it. Like, so there are a lot of ways that you can attack, and these are just some of my thoughts. I thought that, you know, one, with the legislator, you can hire more staff. Their sole job can be to, you know what I'm saying, to monitor the entrance and the exit of, and they're going to talk about dollars with this, and that's okay, and that's correct. But you know, we always use that as excuse. There ain't no money, but there's money for you to do other stuff. You know, what becomes what at some point, something has to become priority.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kids dying have to become the priority over fixing a sewer down the street or something like that. I can get to that later. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. Not long ain't about a water off or something like that. You know, and I understand that nothing is more important than the other, but kids dying, to me, that's going to go to the top of my top of my list if I'm a politician. You know, because if you're in school to learn. You're going to school. You know what I'm saying? You think about that. And then teachers with guns, when we went to school, teachers whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to have no guns because they're going to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying?
You go to jail if you do that. Now, you know what they do here at my grandson's school? You have to, every student has to have a clear book bag.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I seen them. I was in Office Depot the other day, and the lady told me they're selling out of them because that's becoming the norm across the country.
Yeah,
how they have a clear book bag.
Yeah,
you know,
you have to have a clear book bag. Yeah, but they don't enforce that as they get into higher grades. Yeah, which you know, like you said, it's one of the things
which that should be in reverse. You should enforce it more the older the kid get.
The older the kid.
Yeah,
you know. So it's to me, it's like, I think that we've got to the point where we just normalize it and like, okay, that to me, I don't like it. They just normalize it. Like this, it's not this should not be happening, man. This is not something we should be like, oh man, you know, that just happens. No, man, we're the only country in the world this stuff
that normalizes.
You know, that just normalizes this. You know, it's just it's incredible, man. I don't understand.
Like Ando said earlier, man, if they start locking parents up, that'll change really quick.
It will. It will. And the parents don't understand that they are the key element in solving this.
They are.
They locked that girl up in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, but everything ties into something else. People are working so hard right now, man, till they don't have time to pay attention to their kids.
That's it.
You know, what you say. What you say?
You hit on something. You hit on something earlier, man. You said it's priority. It's not a priority. That's why. That's why it keeps happening.
It's not.
It's not a priority.
It's not a priority, man. You know, and I think that because billions are being made because of the gun industry, it's just something that they just, you know, hey man, you know, I always have this theory that, man, when I look at stuff, I'm like, okay, I try to look at stuff with an open mind. And then my comeback is always, well, we can do both. You know what I'm saying? If we compromise, if we come and talk, we can do both. You can sell weapons, you know, but you're making millions. You have government contracts. Those AR style weapons or whatever, sell those to the military. You don't need to sell those to pawn shop and gun shop owners or what? For what? They just go commit crimes with that.
They're going to try to make every dime they can make, man. If they can sell it to
they're going to do it.
With the military, they're going to do it. They're going to do it now, especially now since they've seen what that money looks like.
Oh yeah, it's a $1 billion industry. It's a $1 billion industry. Guns are very popular, like you said, like Ando said. Guns in America are very popular, man. We love our guns, and like I said, I have firearms. I have firearms. You know, and I carry a firearm, like Keita said. I got and I wrote about that in Non-United, like I said before. And a guy walked right by me, and he had his out, and it was no problem. But when the lady saw me with mine, I thought she was about to call buzz on me, Doc. I thought I was about to be locked up and face down and turned with my hands.
You ain't got to say right. You ain't got to say right. That's why I went with concealed carry, so I got to have that problem.
But even though you got that concealed carry, man, they'll walk up to you before we can even get to that. Imagine what you got to go through, like I did at that coffee shop. Imagine what you got to go through before you can even get. Now, I didn't even want to tell them that I had a weapon when they stopped me in the handicap thing. That I probably would have been dead, you know. And I was legal, but it's just the way the thing is, man. We got.
Hey, I don't say nothing. I just keep it.
We got to make it priority, you know, and we got to figure out how to do that, you know. And these are the kind of discussions we got to have locally, man. So when people start talking about, go ahead, Ando. I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the last thing I'll have to say about this particular topic, brother. But you know, the until something like this starts to happen in some of the schools where our congressional leaders' children go, you know, because I guarantee you the security measures there are a lot different. I guarantee you.
Yeah, they top notch. They got extra. They got extra private security going.
You better talk that talk now.
But yeah,
You
they
better
have
talk that
plainclothes
talk.
officers in those.
You better
in
talk
those
that talk.
schools, you know,
Yeah.
walking around there. So you don't know if they're students, you don't know if they're faculty. So they got plain clothes, they got people that you can identify as law enforcement there. But until something like that happens to their children and their family, not just one time, but a couple times, then you start to see all of a sudden it becoming a
It
priority.
become a priority. It become a
Yeah.
change.
Yeah,
We need to draft something to address this issue.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, well, check. You know that instant, like I said, man, the head lead is always gonna be our punch thing to get our blood flowing, man, to get us going. We're gonna pivot off that bad news a little bit and move on to something a little more fun. Okay, so tonight, this and that, man. Check it out. The first question of tonight with this and that. Check it out, man. And I'm gonna start with you, Akita. Man, if you won 300 M's right now, partner, would you take the annuity or that cash option? What you working with? You going to bring out?
Man, hey, boy, hey, you know what? Since you said it, I'm gonna
wait, before you answer though, cause you get that 300 M's, they probably only gonna give you about 180.
They gonna give about 185, 187, 187.5, somewhere around. And they gonna take the rest of it. They gonna take that other. So I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna go ahead and take that annuity because I'm gonna take that lump sum. And at this point in time, I'll tell you why. Because I can help more people with going in and take that lump sum, because I'm not guaranteed to be here, you know, the next day. You never know the day or the hour. So if I can go ahead and take that lump sum and start doing things that I wanted to do for folk that I couldn't do 24 hours before that happened, I can do it now without waiting for things to happen. So I can tell you one of the things, you know, and me and my wife talk about it. You know, I attend a small church, right? And we got some land across the street from the church that we looking to try to expand and build a new sanctuary. That's one of the prime things that we talk about on a regular that we would do if we hit the lottery or something to that effect. And then from there on, brother, I'm distributing the wealth, man. I got too many families and folk that I consider my family that I've known for years, in the service and not in from service, that we talked about this, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, we talked about this when we talked about it last week about Black Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
If it's not one of us, it should be all of us. You know, if we all are bringing wealth and opening things, guess what? That changes the dynamic, right?
It changes the whole game.
So that's what I would do. That's just me. That's what I would do.
Right on. Lev, what you do, man? You get them 300 M's, dog. They tell you got that old ticket down there, man. And they like, Big Lev, you got 300 of them, Lev. What you gonna do with it?
Go on and give me what I can get right now. Right now. Give me that lump sum. And here's why. A couple of reasons. But the first one is exactly what Akita said. All right. 300 million coming down to about 180 something, man. I can do some good stuff with that 180 million. And with everything that's going on in this United States right here, right now, so many things change. Who's to say that money that you're getting, over time, who's to say that's going to keep coming to you? Anything. It's so many dirty politicians and everything else, man, that you may think that you're getting that the rest of your life, but about 3-4 years into it, the lottery went bankrupt. And so now they can't pay you this money.
They pay you out. They can't pay you
out. Hey, at the end of the month, the boy send you a hot check, dog. You know you gonna cash that gonna be hot, dog. Oh, they send you one of these bounces, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You make that phone call and you be like, doo doo doo. The number you dialed is disconnected.
Oh no.
Yeah. You want to go?
Wow. I need mine right now so I can do what I want to do with it.
Right now, Ando, what you gonna do with yours, Ando? Tell me right now.
It's my money and I want it now. Right?
Oh,
I want it now. You know what I'm saying?
You going JG Whitworth on him, dog? You going JG Whitworth on him?
Oh,
You
good
heard me,
work.
dog. I want it now. I'm yelling out the windows, dog.
Yes, sir. I want it
Now.
now. Rat
Yes,
now.
Rat
Hey,
now.
Hey,
RATNOW.
I done already
Rat
set
now.
my tent up outside the door, cut my check. As soon as the
Right.
door open, I'm greeting you in the morning. You walking in,
Yeah.
I'm walking in with you.
No doubt. No doubt. Isaac, what you gonna do with it, dog?
Hey, I'm a ditto what everybody else said, man. I want it now, but I'm gonna put a spin on it. The first thing I'm gonna do is find me a bank that can hold it all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna
Hey,
find
I'm
one.
gonna have it
You
in
gotta
Because
motion.
spread it
Fort Lee
out.
Credit Union can't hold that much money.
No,
No,
they
they
don't want
ain't
to
gonna
Fort Lee Credit Union.
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
hey, is it Fort Lee Credit Union? Or they call what they call now? United or something? What they call now?
I don't know, home base or something, but I know they
Home
can't
base or
hold
something
it.
like that now.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
What,
Yeah,
what,
Hey, soon as you do that, everybody at Fort Lee gonna know you just hit the lottery that day.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what your boy gonna do. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all what your boy gonna do. Your boy won't hear us rat now, and I'm gonna tell you what. And I ain't putting mine in no American bank. Mine going to the Cayman's, dog, because I don't want the FDIC to be loaning my money out to nobody, dog. I want all mine, and I'm going to the Cayman's. And look, and I'm giving each one of y'all about $20,000, $30,000, 20, 30 million, put it in bank, because somebody might try to come knock me off. I need you to take care of my family, dog. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying? I need you to take care of my family, dog, because
watch out, boy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. But my phone number, as soon as I walk out the lottery and they make that transfer, my phone number, dog, I'm gonna leave a message on there. It's gonna be some Korean dude. You call me, I'm trying to reach Tim. Oh no, he don't live here. Tim don't live here. He moved out yesterday.
Hey,
He don't live
you seen that helicopter that Bow Wow jumped in when he won it?
Yeah, dog.
That's gonna be me, dog. I'm being a helicopter.
You gonna get up out of there, dog.
I'm getting up out of there.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you know right now, y'all will not recognize me when I have to accept the check, bro. Because I'm gonna be in straight up drag. You heard me? Straight up drag, bro. You ain't gonna even recognize me. I'm telling you right now.
That's crazy.
My hair gonna be
that they
long
make
than a
you-
motherfucker. You right?
Yeah,
When they see me go up there, they gonna be like, "Who is this Puerto Rican dude up there?" I'm like, "Hey man, I gotta take his office, man. Hey, I was looking forward to
Bro,
getting those dollars.
I'm gonna have
man.
titties and everything, dog.
I'm trying to tell you, dog.
Praise
Take
the
it
Lord.
again.
Praise the Lord. Oh my God, it's so
Y'all
amazing.
crazy, man. Okay, now I'm gonna start something with this one right here. Now I did this
It's a
by
setup, Lev. Lev,
it's a setup.
man.
I did this by
It's
design.
straight
'Cause
setup.
Did it
Now,
on purpose.
now look, me and Ando and Akita, we gonna get a laugh out of this right here. Cause see, look, let me tell y'all the backdrop real quick. Two of my good friends right here is like Hatfields and McCoy when you mention this right here. Okay, so check it out. If you had no other choices, we eliminate everything else, man. No other choice. As a fan of college basketball, man, who you riding with? Duke or North Carolina?
Y'all
Boy,
say
that's
Duke,
crazy.
I'm hanging up.
Easy question, fellas. This should be. Well, I'm gonna say.
This
I was
not
about
a
to say
hard
5
question, man.
Here we go. Who's going with, man?
Hey, Duke, man. You get you get everything you need there. You're gonna win you a national championship or two. All right. You're gonna get a Ivy League type education. You know what I mean?
They ain't even staying. One and done. They ain't even staying. They're not getting no education.
Hey,
They one and done.
that ain't ever happening. Come on now. You know that ain't ever happening. That ain't ever happening.
Again, the public service message is I deliberately set this question up for these two guys right here because I know that they always go at it.
We're trying to end this podcast before it even starts.
I know, right?
So Isaac, I would imagine you have a rebuttal to this, right?
Of course, man. Of course. If it was only 2 teams on this earth, if you can't root for North Carolina, just root for the Prince George High School Royals. If you can't, it's North Carolina all day long, man. Our students stay in school longer. Our basketball team students stay in school longer.
Yeah, no, that's what they take. Well, I ain't gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
And we have more. If we're talking about basketball, we have more NBA players that have came out of North Carolina than Duke.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, I looked it up. 113 to date. I looked it up before we came here. Yeah. We got you by 2.
Oh man, go ahead now. Hey, we even. You got us by 2.
Okay, look. Hey, look. Like, you better do your research. Like we used to hear the army, ceasefire.
hey, go look up Rashad McCants,
look,
and that'll
hey.
tell you why they stay in school longer. Go look up
Hey.
Rashad McCants.
Hey, Endo, look, when North Carolina and Duke play each other, me and Lev have a rule that
They
you
do.
can't call the
They do.
call the other person for 24 hours.
That's true.
They
We
will
gotta get
not
over it, dog.
listen. Let me tell you something.
Tell
Them
the
jokers
story,
would
Lev.
not communicate with each other, dog, for a
Tell the
whole
story.
day.
We in
You
the
know what
same
I'm saying?
unit.
They will not do it, bro. They will not do it, man.
Gotta
We
get
go
over
to
it,
lunch
man.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all pretty serious about that. Isaac done.
Oh, bro, it's
When he
Hatfield
called
and
the
McCoy.
registrars, he done called the registrar's office right before we got on the call to make sure, you know, he had his numbers straight.
Hey, you see that? You see that?
That's pretty
Hey,
goddamn
he hit me with
serious,
the
man.
facts.
Hey.
That
I
joker
want
hit
to
me
hear
with
y'all
the
answer.
facts.
I want to hear y'all answer.
I ain't
Uh-uh.
touching
Hey,
it, bro. I ain't got
uh-uh.
no dog in this fight, bro.
Max,
I
see
ain't
how
just no.
he done threw
Uh-uh.
it out there. Now he's talking about,
Yeah.
threw it
Look,
out there.
Look, Lev, I should have called you. It was an alley-oop, bro. He threw it, man.
Yeah,
Look at-
People
look,
like
look.
Grant Hill and Michael Jordan. You know
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying?
exercise my host benefits and plead the fifth.
Hey,
old Mo Gas. Look at old Mo Gas.
Yeah, we gonna do it.
Yes,
Okay, so we're
LCMT
gonna
on
move on
that
to
one,
another one,
dog.
dog. We're gonna move on to another one because I seen a dude just violating this. I seen a dude violating this the other day, man. And I just didn't understand what's going on. So we all like to do this right here. Now, when you cleaning the whip, man, do the armor all go on the tires before you clean the car, man, or like at the very end?
Man, at
You
the
know what I'm saying?
end, man. I ain't gonna even let you
At
wait
the
to
end.
ask who go in there. At the end, man.
That's
end.
light.
You going to the end?
At the
Who
end.
did that?
Yeah, hey, Mac, I'm about to ask the same thing, man. Who is this
Man,
dude?
who did
Did
that?
you
Who
correct
clean
him?
their car back?
Did you pull his card?
See, now check it. Now, I don't do mine at the end, man. Let me tell y'all, man. I'm gonna start this one. Man, I spray mine on there, man, and I get that thing like soaking. I'm talking about like it had that white foam. I mean, I had that armor all everywhere. And see, and then that way, I'm not gonna see. I don't use water, but it could be different for everybody else. I don't use water. I use waterless, right? So I spray my armor all in the beginning, man. But even if I wash the car before I dry it down, I spray that armor all, man. I like for mine to sit. I like for mine to dry.
Hold on,
Yeah,
man.
You know what
part.
I'm saying? So when you drive off and you clean, you're gonna be throwing up armor all on your car.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So
what armor all you still use? You still
That's
use
what I was
Armor?
gonna say, Akita. You used Armor All from 1985, bro.
What
You
Armor
know,
you
they
still
got
no.
different shit
Okay.
out now, man.
So let me
Shit
tell you which
drying
one
like
I'm
20
rocking with
seconds.
now. I'm rocking with.
Keita watch that vet every day, so he knows.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Hey, look here.
Why you
Look.
joking? I was about to watch the date, then it started raining.
Let me tell you something, dog. He watch it every day. Every day.
bro.
Yeah,
Every
dude.
day.
Every day.
You watch that vet every day.
Every
I was
day.
about to watch-
But you know what? But look, y'all know I ain't far behind now, because y'all know I like it. I don't care now. I'm gonna keep that car clean now. That car gonna be clean.
You
They gonna be clean, dog. The
Hell,
car
you
gonna be
gonna
clean, dog.
So you pull up, you put Armor All on your tires, and then you wash the car.
Yeah, see, I don't use water. That's
So
what
you
I'm
using
saying.
that waterless spray.
Yeah, I use the waterless joint. I don't use water. So what I do is
Oh, the
like
spray on and wipe
there
off.
you go. So the night before I'm gonna clean my car, I go out there in the garage, I spray it down. Armor all down. I mean, I've been armoring down. The next morning I come out there, I don't use water. So
Where you coming out there on ice skates?
I come out there, when I come out there, that thing is shiny and black, and I'm talking about that thing is gleaming, dog. And it's already ready too. And then all I gotta do is wipe the car down, man, and hit them rims. And boy, I'm talking about that old Jeep, dog, and I put them old lights on that and them things be. Look here, boy, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all how to ride clean, baby.
Well,
Hey,
man, I might.
You know what I use? Y'all know what I use?
What?
I use that OPX stuff up there they be selling at the OPS gas station.
That Formula One, that the Formula One, dog.
That the F1 stuff, man.
I be using that OPX spray up there to clean that thing up, dog. That thing work good, man.
You using that stuff to do sitting in the chair out there with the little,
You know what
Man,
else
I
work
still
good
got
too?
19 bottles of that stuff in my garage. I bought from some guys at the PX 12 years ago.
That's right. And look, but I'm finna get you better right here. I still got some armor off from Triple SC.
Stop it.
Lord have mercy.
Go ahead.
Now we're gonna have to explain to people in the
Hey,
comments
what
what the
else?
hell
Go
Triple
Hey,
SC is.
it ain't got no name on it, does it?
That's a nomenclature of a stock number, dog.
Man, you done took that out of high mobility.
Hey, listen, y'all put y'all's comments in the comment. Which one go on first?
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, make sure.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
by the way,
hey,
you can
you ain't
email
tell
us.
us about. You ain't say about that. You do it with no water. If you had said that, I'd have understood. You know.
Oh yeah, now if you do a water color, I'm all gonna come off. I got that. But at the
Yeah.
end, okay,
Hey,
gotcha,
man, hey,
gotcha. I should have clarified.
my big man phone can in my stuff, man. I got a big man phone can to clean the rise, man.
Right on. So if you guys want to leave comments about that, you can email us at baldheadreasoner@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? And we would check that out, man. We would like to know what y'all think about it. And I should have clarified that, I use waterless, but of course you're gonna put it on at the end if you wash the car with water. Okay, I got it. So I got it. I guess it was kind of a loaded question, but
well, it ain't necessarily loaded though, bro. Because some products now you can put on that will not wash off for at least 30 to 60 days.
But I'm gonna say now, me using waterless, I will say this right here, man. When it rains and stuff like that, man, I'm telling you right now, bro, I don't care how much water, I don't have to wash my car, man. I don't have to wash my car. I mean, that stuff beat up and wash right off. I could take the little duster, the little feather duster thing, and do like this, and it'd be just like I just came out of car wash. Real talk.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that stuff is amazing. And I use wax and dry too. The turtle wax and dry, man, it's awesome, dog. I ain't mean to give y'all no plug right now. Give me my check now.
You good?
Hey,
I don't mean to plug, but I be using that F11 Pro, brother.
Well, yes, sir. That.
And though I'm not washing that big Tundra. I'm not doing it.
Hey, Mac, I'm the same way. I'm sitting here listening. That Ram going to the car wash, dog. I can't do it.
Damn right.
Hey,
I'm saying here, I got the big ass Ram too. Going right to the car wash.
Y'all going to car wash. Y'all the big vehicle crew, dog. The big vehicle crew.
Yeah.
Man, I strained my rotator cuff last time I was trying to wash my truck, man. It's too much.
Hey, well, I'll be down for about 5 days after I wash the car.
And I say you throw that rotator cuff.
Yeah, man.
Hey, ever
ain't
since
been right
I put
since, man. That was 6 years ago.
armor on that running board and then tried to stand on it and get on top and clean the truck and bust my head.
Oh yeah, sir. Yeah.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, that's too much.
You try to you gonna mess around and get a football injury trying to do that, dog. I'm telling you that right now, dog.
How you get a concussion washing your car?
He ain't got a P3 profile for that.
Yes, sir. Okay, so check it out. We're gonna roll into the next thing, man. So reasonably speaking, man, I want you guys to share your thoughts about the roles. And this is a vague question, and I'll say what I mean by that at the end. Share your thoughts about the roles of family. Akita, let's start with you.
The roles of family, man. Hey, family is essential, brother, for anything and everything you're thinking about doing. And I'll tell you, and until you understand how important your family is to you, and how important they see you, you won't be able to be successful whatever you're trying to do. I'm telling you, if you don't put your family into that, family house into that, they can be second, God first, but you're gonna throw your family in there, and they got to be at the top of that top five, and they got to be able to support you and understand your vision, because your vision is your family's vision, and then what you're trying to do is set up that legacy for them anyway. So if you ain't looking at it that way, it's bound to fail.
No cap. Left.
Yeah, man. One of the worst things you can see is, a family, and you got father, mother, whatever case may be, and everybody's not all bought in and doing what they're supposed to do, man. It's hard to sit and watch, whether it's a young man, a young woman, and they don't have a father or a mother to be able to explain how things are supposed to be to them, and just pointing them in the right direction, those type things. So that family, whether it's nuclear family, whatever case may be, that family has to be. Everybody has to have a role, and you got to stay in that role, man, for the benefit of any type of children that are involved. Because we've all seen children that don't have role models in their family. It can go south real quick, man. So I've always prided myself on making sure that I'm there for my family, kids specifically, to make sure that they have what they need to be successful. Because my mother did everything she could for me, man, but I didn't have a dad at the crib, so a lot of things I learned, man, I learned after I left and went in the military. A lot of things I need to learn as a young man. I had my uncles, to help me out with some things, but I just feel like that's one of them things, man, where you got to be there and you got to play your role for your family to be successful.
Ando?
Yeah, all of that. I believe, to be respectful, accountable of one another, unconditional love, and understanding. Because as your family grows, people, you develop your own individual, attitudes and concepts, and families start to grow apart, oftentimes because of differences. But I think there has to be, an understanding from everyone, and it's got to be a lot of love and support. So, I think primarily now, especially since my kids are now adults, the lessons that we don't learn while we're under that covering, of our parents, especially if it's a responsible household, all those lessons that they don't grasp onto, you still have to be there to provide some support and guidance, when they enter, adulthood. And even, as we sit here right now today, I'm sure there's still someone in all of our lives, outside of ourselves that we can probably look to as an example, that we can ask, a question of. So I think it's important just to, to have that love, respect, and understanding, as a family, as we all go through different stages, in our lives.
No doubt. Isaac?
I like everybody's comment, but I believe that the roles of the family over the past set of years, the lines have been blurred on what that actually is. For what I do, the role of the family should, the father, the husband should have a spot up here. We have a lot of families that doesn't have the order, you know what I'm saying? God, husband, wife, children.
The structure, yeah.
The structure. And it's a lot of families that are being raised where our society, to me, our society is have shifted it to where you see it on TV, where you have, commercials and stuff where there's no man in the picture anymore, right? And I just believe that if we could put, as men, fathers like you guys are, and we are, if we can get men to take their role in the family the right, seriously, then we can get our families back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, many of you know my background, so my perspective is a little bit different, but it's all the same too, though. So the man I am right now is because, like Lev said, my lack of having that person there and having those people there. In my particular case, I didn't have neither one of them to really kind of, on either side, to kind of lead me to where I need to go. That's just my opinion. And my siblings, I talk about this a lot, and that's an uncomfortable conversation for them, but it's reality. It's reality for me. But so check it out. I think that family is, how you treat people, who you love. I consider you guys family. You know what I'm saying? I consider you guys family. And I know we all partners and stuff like that, decades of friendships, but it's more than that to me. It's more like a brotherhood,
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at family and the roles. We encourage each other, man. We want all of us to win. We encourage each other, and we want the best for our families and stuff like that. So that's my take on that. I think that the structure, the concept of family is more important than the actual structure of the family. When it comes down, because the structure always is not there, like Isaac alluded to, and sometimes you can't do anything about the structure of it.
Absolutely.
We try to, it's imperative that the next man that come in that generation, like we are right now, try to assume that and establish that structure. You can't give up on that structure because it's imperative. But when it's not there, though, you have to use it in other avenues. That's just my thing on it.
And that's where we come in at as men. You know what I'm saying? Right. To get out there and help these young boys that don't have that structure, so that we can, like Lev said, uncle, like you said, other people, we all had them uncles or whatever to help. So yeah, man, I think I think that plays a part. Yeah.
No doubt. Okay, so rapid fire, man. Off the dome, each one of us gonna have 1 minute to do this right here, man. Off the dome, name one particular thing that just straight up get up under your skin, man. Elaborate. How's it gonna start with you since we was there
why
already?
you start with me?
We're gonna go into it right now.
One thing to get up, I know I'm gonna get canceled for this, man.
Go ahead, Rock.
They canceled Monique for this, man.
Give him 57 seconds to hit him with it.
Yeah, the one thing to get under my skin, man, is I have two, really, and they go together. One is they need to ban bonnets outside the house.
Oh my God.
And
Mic
pajamas.
drop.
Hey,
Mic
man.
drop.
And pajamas. And
Mic
pajamas.
drop. Mic drop.
And pajamas. Yeah. For me. Yeah.
Mic drop.
That's one for me. I'll be honest. I said, yeah.
Mic drop. Ditto. Ando. I'm with you. Ditto. Ando, you'll go.
Yeah. Shopping carts, man, in the parking lot, not in the parking stall, bro. I mean, when you go to the store, you put the stuff in your buggy, man. You know what I'm saying? Put it back. Put it back. Take it back to the store. Put it back in the shopping. Are you in that much of a hurry? You got to leave shit all in the park. I got to come outside and shit them run all into my car.
They say them
Know what
10
I'm
steps
saying?
to put it away is too much, man. They
Yeah.
say
After you don't put that armor all on there and done cleaned it up.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I mean, that gets under my skin. It gets under my skin.
Yeah.
I mean, I get out the car. I just start collecting buggies like I work there sometime, man. I'm looking out for everybody, but that's what get
fix that though.
People just being so irresponsible. You know, you took the time to go there. You know, it's gonna take you 20, 30
Put
seconds.
the damn card up. Put it up. Yeah.
Put it up.
Lev, what you got, man? What Lev? Now this is, I know this is gonna be challenging for you, Lev, because I mean, just Lev is like Job. You know, don't let him bother. Don't let him bother.
No, you you're wrong about that, bro. Hey, this is what I'm gonna need y'all to do, and I'm talking to everybody out there out there in internet land. This is what I need y'all to do. I don't mind y'all being on your phone, but can y'all get out that left lane if you're gonna be on your phone? Can y'all do that for me? You know what I'm saying? Because hey, I'm coming up behind you, man. We're on the interstate. You're doing about 45, 50, you know, and I already know what's happening. And I get over there, now I got to pass you on the right side. And everybody know if you passing on the right side, now you're taking a chance. Because now when I pass you on the right side, that's when you ain't paying attention because you on the phone and you're going to try to get over.
You're going to try to merge over.
Yeah, so hey, I ain't mad at you being on the phone. Haven't even been through whatever you got to do, but just get out the left lane.
Just get up out that left lane.
Driving.
I got places to be, man.
Yeah.
Akita, what's your pet peeve, man?
Hey, man, I'm gonna jump off on Leo's too, man. Hey, you know what? Hey, and Isaacs, right? So that do bother me, man, because I done got cut off so many times heading into work. What they don't like the signal. They in brand new vehicles, but they blinkers don't work. Bro, I'm getting it. I'm doing. I mean, yeah. Don't come get me, Virginia State Trooper. But I'm trying to get to work. Yeah, I'm trying to get there in regular time.
Yeah.
But you decide to jump over in front of me when you see me doing well over the speed limit, but you jump over with no blinker and then drive under the speed limit. And then I got to, like Liam said, I got to jump over to the right lane. Now I'm risking myself, and I pass you, and you look at me like, what? You don't know your vehicle got blinkers.
We live in a world of blinkers. We got to utilize them.
You got to utilize them, man.
Well, check this out. Well, guys, check this out. Now I'm very, very serious about this right here. This bothers me real bad. And I've had this conversation with each one of y'all individually, but I'm gonna tell you what irritates me more than anything in the world, dog.
Oh.
It's flies, dog. Flies, men flies. Tell y'all about flies, dog. Flies is the most disrespectful creature ever invented. A fly will land on you, throw up, take a dump, and throw up again, and then just roll out like ain't nothing. That's some disrespectful. Look, let me tell you something, bro. I don't me and flies, bro. I got a serious problem with flies, dog. I got a deep hatred. If flies was in hell right now, flies would be the state bird. I'm telling you right now. Me and flies, I wish we just I don't understand why flies have to exist. I can't stand them. If I see a fly in my house, dog, I will not go to bed until I find him and take him out.
You
You
gotta
understand what I'm
annihilate them.
saying? You gotta go, dog. You will not be bunny hopping on all of my stuff in my house, just throwing up and doo-doo and blowing up again. You ain't finna do that in my crib. I'm not going for it. Yeah, I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it, dog. So me and flies, my pet peeve, I cannot stand flies. I'm telling y'all right now, me and flies will change everything about me. Everything about me, dog. You know, if I come to your crib, there's a fly there, and you serve me food, fly land on, that's it. Dinner's over. I ain't eating nothing. I ain't thirsty. I ain't hungry. I'm ready to go home. I'm frustrated because I don't like flies. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand flies, dog. Me and flies don't get along.
Hey, you dead serious, because I can remember a conversation me and you had in Okinawa. I was at your crib, and you over there. Hey, you was over there frying some fish. We was outside, out back, frying some fish, bringing a couple of cold, and I was having a serious conversation with this dude. Hey, he tuned me out so quick, man, because the fly came over there. Hey, we never did finish the conversation. It was a serious conversation too, man.
Yeah,
never did finish because the fly came in.
I can't do it, dog. Me and flies, that's my mortal enemy, dog. Flies was meant to be here to torment me, dog. And I'm telling you right now, it is my mission in life to destroy every fly I come across, dog.
Well, yeah,
that
one fly trap, man.
Yeah, bro. He not the fly trap. He gonna destroy. Ain't no
fly trap. I got tactics. We kill flies tactically. Let me tell you what I do, dog. I ain't own no fly swatter. What I do is I take my glass cleaner because flies like to go to the window. This is how y'all get them. I'm gonna teach y'all how to kill them now. I'm gonna teach y'all how to take them out. This is how you get them. If they're in your house, dog, just open your blinds. You love to go to the blinds because they think they're going out the window. Get you some glass cleaner, dog, and go over there. Don't try to waste all your time trying to swat. You ain't gonna get him. You ain't gonna get him. Take that damn glass cleaner and spray that. They can't fly when they wet, dog. And now he vulnerable. He can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere now.
You know, heard this my whole life.
You spray that damn glass clean on his ass, dog. He can't go nowhere. And then you get that paper towel and just crush him. Take him out.
You're gonna weigh him down with some glass cleaner.
You gotta weigh him down. And when you take him out, if it's any other fly, they witness that. And they say, don't mess with that guy, man. And that's you got to take him out. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that to him, dog. You know, that's why you got to take care of him, man.
Keita, he's serious, man.
Yeah,
I done saw this dude tear up the whole S3 in Okinawa over a fly, bro.
I don't like flies, bro. I don't like flies. Bro. And I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna get up out of here.
I watched him put his orange soda down to go kill a fly.
And I ain't gonna separate from my son kids, dog.
No, he ain't gonna separate from that.
I ain't gonna do that.
He's serious about that thing.
I'm serious about that sun-kissed orange and serious about flies as much as Keita is about them strawberry cookies that he be eating, dog.
Oh, the plank. The plank.
Them planks. Let me tell you, that man is serious.
Hey,
them stage right. That boy is.
Boy, your whole face lit up, Peter.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Before we get up out of here, let me tell y'all something. I was in the commissary one day and I bought some stage plank. And I'm gonna tell you what I did though, Keita. He would laugh, he still laugh about it now. I bought them down on stage plank and I sent them jokers to him in the mail, man. I mailed them to him. I said, this boy love these stage plank. Man, he called me, said, man, you know, hey man, where you get the stage plank from, bro?
Layup. He know where every store in Virginia that sells stage plank.
Hey, they was
in the office every day with them.
He going to get them.
Hey, and I'm buying they stack out. They be like, you want the whole box? Yeah.
All of them. Yeah. That's it. That's it, man. You got to. But me and them flies, I'm telling y'all, and I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna leave this alone when I say it. That's my mortal enemy, dog. You know, me and flies, dog. That's like kryptonite to Superman. That's like that whatever else to me and flies. Flies. What? That I can't do flies, bro. Can't do it. Can't do it. I hate them, man. But that's it though. But hey, look, that's my thought of the day. I ain't gonna beat that to death with I went off the script. I'm sorry. But check this out, man. Y'all can follow us at Baldhead Reasoning, man. I think we on YouTube. We here every Friday night, man, at 10 p.m. You can tune in and check us out, man. If you got questions, again, at baldheadreasoner@gmail.com, or you can follow any of my boys. Isaac, what's your Instagram, dog?
My Instagram is I am Elder Mac. Instagram.
That's right. I am Elder Mac. Sheldon Nelson, what's your Instagram, dog?
I ain't got one, but I'm gonna get one.
You
Hey,
I got one, but it's got like 16 letters at the end of it because it's one of them new accounts. You know what I'm saying?
man, I'm about to bring mine back, man.
Okay. Okay, well, you can say how we can reach you. You on Facebook or you on Twitter or something like that, right? TikTok or something, you know, but we'll get that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Lev, how they can get you, how they can get at you, bro?
BLab23 on Instagram.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
BLab at 23. Watch out what they got for you.
Man, hey, I ain't on Instagram anymore, man. I may come back.
But you on the book though.
I'm still on the old Facebook, man. Man, what is my Facebook, man?
Well, they can just say Keto Maxwell, they'll get you, right?
Yeah. Look, hit me up. I'll be out there holler at you.
Okay, and your boy, of course, me, I'm at Mr. T Harvey 247 on Twitter, on Instagram, same thing. TikTok, same thing. Facebook, Timothy Harvey, man. Hey, thank y'all for joining us, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man, and thank y'all for coming to get some of this Baldhead Reason. Liv, I see that plug, baby. Go pick up that United. Man.
Go get
we love y'all, man. Salute to all y'all, man. Y'all take care out there. One time.
Good time.
Peace.
All right, fellas.